Now, the political commentator Emma Webb. Emma, welcome to the show. You may have overheard there the news of potentially 6 Conservatives, including one household name, defecting to the Reform Party in the wake of what happened yesterday. Spells yet more bad news for Rishi Sunak, if true.
It certainly does. I think simply the news of Farage choosing to run, doing that U-turn there, and I think it's a very good thing that he did, but it is going to result in a bloodbath for the Conservatives. And all of the polls consistently showing not only that Labour are ahead, but that the Conservative Party are doing very, very badly indeed. So I think that they've made an absolutely huge mistake, going back to Chris Hope's exclusive just there, in parachuting these, as you put it, Tory wets into safe seats. Will Tanner, someone who's been a special advisor to Rishi Sunak, has been given a safe seat. That's something that has just come out in the press within the last couple of hours. So this is really, really bad news for Rishi Sunak. And time again, it's no surprise that Tory donors are considering pulling or have decided to pull their money out of the Conservative Party's election campaign, when Rishi Sunak is consistently making what I think are the complete opposite to the decisions that would play well with the electorate. And I think those scenes of Nigel Farage in Clacton, and I don't mean him having the milkshake thrown over him, but those scenes of extraordinarily large crowds coming to hear him speak at 24 hours notice. I mean, I think that is probably unprecedented. So there is really something bubbling away within the electorate at the moment. People are feeling really disenfranchised with the Conservative Party, and whether they agree with Reform's policies or not, I think that Farage is giving people something positive to vote for as an alternative to the Conservative Party, and that should really worry them.
Can I ask you, Emma, about this notion of milkshake? And I think we can show some pictures of Nigel with that milkshake on him. Of course, this happened in 2019 on the European Union, 5 years ago, actually, this week, 5 years to the week, when the final week of that European Union campaign was in full flow. Nigel was milkshake then. And I remember well, Emma, it actually did him a favour. People look at this kind of thing, don't they? And they think we hate people who are bullies, and the Liberal left always call out political bullying unless it's against people they disagree with.
Of course, Clacton is my neck of the woods, and I can say anecdotally that I think that Nigel Farage stands a very good chance of winning Clacton. So that person throwing the milkshake over him there, I imagine, probably would have not gone down very well with the crowds that had come to see him speak, and is probably not representative of Clacton's view of Farage as a whole. It was all part and parcel of this trend of, I think you could call it luxury protesting. It's people who want to make a protest without going to very much effort. And actually, frankly, as many other people have been saying today, I think that is assault, and that young woman should have been arrested for doing that, particularly when we see so many threats against the safety of MPs, the potential of things like acid attacks. You need to see the law stepping in and dealing with things like that, because it is juvenile, but it's also completely unacceptable in a democratic society where you should have discussion and hear your opponents out rather than attacking them physically, even if it is just with a milkshake.
Totally agree. Emma Webb, thank you for your insights. As ever, thanks for joining us on the show. Always an absolute delight. Now, just to remind you of those who have declared their candidacy in the constituency of Clacton so far. We have Jovan Uwasu Nepal, Labour Party, Giles Watling, Conservative Party, Matthew Benson, Liberal Democrats, Nigel Farage, Reform UK, and Natasha Osborne of the Green Party. And that list of candidates isn't yet finalised, as the deadline isn't until later this week, 5 o'clock Friday, in fact. It will be published on the GBNews website once that list is fully finalised. And GBNews has an extended invitation to all of the candidates. We've invited all those candidates on the show. Please come on if you'd like to talk to us.